So, which one of the umpteen million Ultramans are you?
I'm Ultraman Orb. And also, aren't you usually the SH Monster Arts Shin Godzilla?
Yeah, he had to retire that particular version of me. Something having to do with chipping paint and joints. You know the routine. So what makes you so special anyways? Do you find people using like a glass orb or something? Would that make you a witch?
No. I use cards to get my power. Did somebody mention cards by any chance?
Oh no, it's not those types of cards. You can go. Wait. Let's not get too hasty now. I would love to learn what these cards are all about.
I'm just looking super important reviews.
My name's Steve. This is Shinji. You gonna help with the review today, Shinji? You gonna help with the review? Gonna review some Ultraman Orbs? No, you can't lick the... No, don't lick it!
I guess he's gonna chill on the floor. So if you hear anything in the background again, it's Topogos. He's too little to be left by himself. And Jessica's sleeping. But today I'll be reviewing the SH Figuarts Ultraman Orb Origin version from Bandai and Tamashii Nation. If you guys ever see Ultraman Orb, it's probably my next favorite shows next to... Do you have to sit there and spin and chase your tail right when I'm filming? You've been good this entire time? Now you gotta make all that noise on the floor? Just because you're not part of the video? Can't have tantrums. See what I gotta deal with? Oh, no, keep going. You're on camera now. Yep, there you go. There you go. This is my life. But it's my favorite since the original Ultraman. Because the other ones I really enjoyed was like Tiga and, well, it's technically Superhuman Samurai. But, because I've never seen Gridman. I actually own Gridman. Problem is, it's like a Japanese bootleg without subtitles, so can't really watch it. But yeah, main reason I picked up the figures is because like I love Orb, so I've been like collecting a lot of stuff. I actually have the Orb Caliber and the Orb Changer, so definitely wanted to pick this one up. And what this is his, I guess technically his original form. You don't see it till towards the end of the series because this form only requires one card in the Changer, while most of his other forms require some form of 2 cards. And it's kind of odd that they gave us this guy first. You think they would have gave us like the first form, but that we are getting that form and definitely Thunder Beaster. So I definitely want the Thunder Beaster, but that one's gonna be a Bandai Premium exclusive, so that guy's gonna be kind of pricey. Sad day. But anyways, let's just get into the figure here because I'm already actually have him out of the package, but I haven't really messed around with him too much, so I'm really excited to see how this stuff works really well with him. But anyways, without further ado, for the packaging, I love the metallic, like chrome and silver finish on the front of the box. Looks really nice. Easily my favorite of the Ultraman boxes that I have in my collection. But you have Ultraman Orb, Orb Origin, Tamashii Bandai. You got a nice image of the dude inside of the box, not the actual figure, but still looks really nice. Top of the packaging, just more metal coloring going on. Side of the packaging, pretty much the same things, just more like lens flares and light swooshes. On this side, you actually get a decent image of him, but it's kind of like off-colored, which is odd, but pretty striking. Actually matches the box really well. And on the back, you just get him in some dynamic poses. Talks about the optional parts, molding, movable. For me, I was about to say movability, but that's way too many letters. And a bunch of stuff I can't understand and some legal mumbo jumbo. So let's get them up and... Oh, actually, you know what? I'll just go get them off the shelf. Alright, so now they got Ultraman Orb Origin version up off of his shelf over in there. We're gonna go into his accessories, starting with his hand accessories, starting with his pair of clenched fists that he comes with straight out of the packaging. Pair of relaxed hands for your more traditional Ultraman pose. And he also comes with a super loose joint on his left hand, which, when I want to swap these out, I noticed the first time it was kind of loose. Now it's just popping off. But I could hopefully get this hand off pretty easy. But this part, well, I guess it's on there pretty decent now. Yeah, right there. Comes off. So getting this on and off, I got to be a little bit more careful with. It doesn't seem like it's detrimental to the figure, like I'm going to break it. But that part's really loose. And also his changer. His time indicator. This part literally just kind of sits in there, but like any effort just falls right out. Like it feels like it clicks in there, but like the slightest touch and it comes right out again. So that's gonna be a part I'm gonna have to add some nail polish to or something just to make it a little thicker for when it goes inside of there. But I guess for his time indicator, he comes with... You don't need a toy. You don't need it. It's my toy. Stop it. But anyways, after I had to go bring my Pogo back in, First time indicator, it's a translucent plastic with this very nice baby blue on the inside of there. It, again, comes off super easy. Then it just has a little bit of a metallic silver with a blue paint stripe coming down the center here. And he comes with this red time indicator for when he's running out of power that also just kind of sits in there. Well, it's supposed to. There's a little bit of excess plastic on the side here, which is making this a bit of a pain to get in there. But once that one's in, it doesn't feel like it sits right to me. But now it's too wide. So this part doesn't want to sit in here. Like, it's staying in there a little better, but now, yeah, there's like a lot of stress on that. So these things kind of suck, I'm going to be honest. Then he comes with a pair of more grasping hands for a little bit more dynamic poses and clutching onto other kaijus. Alright, so for the remainder of the review, I'm going to be keeping that time indicator out because with the Puggle sitting on the floor and this thing flying off about every 5 seconds, yeah, definitely don't want him getting a hold of that and chewing on it. Again, just to let you know, this piece sucks so bad. But yeah, he also comes with a pair of karate chop hands for whatever you need the chops. Whatever's, you know? And then a pair of grasping hands, which is going to be for his primary weapon and only weapon he comes with. The Orb Caliber, which looks great. Like, I love the detailing on the Orb Caliber. We got this nice metallic silver for the blade here with some more standard red paint job. Like, it kind of looks metallic, but for the interlacings of the blade, you have the yellow plastic for, well, technically yellow paint, I guess. Yeah, paint for the outside of the turntable disc, whatever you want to call it, for his 4 different abilities that he can do with his sword. And then for the handle, it's just jet black, a little bit of red at the top of the hilt, and at the bottom here, some metallic silver with a little bit of blue on the insert. Kind of looks a little bit like a gem. But yeah, same with here, he also got a metallic blue sort of gem looking thing on the intersections of the hilt too. And then just some jet black on the black here with some added little details. Now, on the front, you can pop this part off by pushing on the back here. So when you push that out, it lifts up this little plate. Whatever my dog is doing underneath my review chair. And then you just can pull this little plate out and replace it with a jet black plate. And then you just line it up, push it back in. There are 2 little pegs on the back. You just insert them into the peg holes here. Then once you get it in, you have just the caliber with nothing really going on, which is probably primarily how I would say you'd want to display him for most situations. But just by himself, this is probably going to be the one you want to use. I kind of wish it would have came with like some more plates so that you could have had each of the individual symbols on each of those. Would have been really cool. But for right now, you pretty much have standard and pretty much full Orb Caliber activation. So, really cool weapon. I think it could have maybe used a couple of more plates though. Then once you get into his hand, he holds it pretty decently. It's slightly loose, but nothing too bad. You can get him to hold it with both hands, it would appear. I gotta stretch this one out a little bit more in order to fit that on there. So yeah, you can get them holding on with both hands once you get it all situated. And looks great with them. Primarily, this would be the main reason I feel like I would want this figure is to have him with the Orb Caliber. So for that regards, the figure's winning for the most part. But, God, those loose joints and parts are frustrating though. Moving on to a closer look at his details. Head sculpt looks really nice. I love the gem look for his eyes. Looks really cool. Gives it like this nice little crystalline effect. You got the metallic silver for the front faceplate here with some translucent plastic here for the center part of the front of the crest of the head. And on the back here you got a little bit of red and black for where the suit starts forming. And then coming along his back you get the trademark Ultraman zipper line, which is really cool to see. And then same on the back here too, you get a lot of that metallic silver, black, and red pattern. Looks really good. Not noticing any scuffs or any place that would be easily scuffable. I guess for like articulating it, you'd have to worry about rubbing it a little bit right there. But for the most part, detailing looks nice. You got some more suit lining here on the sides of the zipper line. Looks really good. Front of the chest, having the color time indicator off of them. You can see kind of how it sits with that metallic silver on the front section. You know what? I'll grab the indicator just so you guys can get a good look at it with it attached. As long as it stays in. But looks very accurate for the TV show. I got some more metallic silver on the front here. The chest pad where it extends upward to show some of its pecs. And then you got a little bit of muscle definition here on the stomach region here. For his arms, some more of the same coloring. Got the red coming around, more wrapping around the bicep to help show it off a little bit better there. And some red coming down in the forearm here, with it being primarily metallic silver. A little bit of black for some added lining. But for the most part, can't really see any of the actual muscle definition on the arms, which again works pretty well for the TV show. Because I like how the Figuarts look way more suit accurate than what we got with the Ultra X. Because like the Ultra X were a little bit more stylized, which I do really like. Because like I actually really love the Bandai Legacy Power Rangers that are highly stylized, more so than the Figuarts ones, mainly because of price. That, and I'm still angry that the metallic ones are going to have weapons. We're getting off track. And then coming down his legs, a lot more jet black, but then it comes into the silver and red for the bottom, with his little Ultraman shoes on the bottom, and some copyright information on the bottom of his soles. So detail-wise, really like the figure. I think the paint job looks good. Like all the use of translucent plastic. Really appreciate the attention to detail. For his head, or Articulation. Please don't eat it. He's looking at it. Please now. Head can look up about that far, down about that far. Can move a little bit side to side, a little bit of a rotation, but the plastic does get in the way, so you cannot get it to go all the way around. For his shoulders, can go up about that far, down about that far, rotate all the way around, and can swivel in and out. Elbows on a double joint, so you can bend it in about that far, straighten up about that far. Rotation at the hand, and can shift in and out. For his chest area, can move a little bit side to side, rotate a little bit, crunch forward and back, and pops off the joint there pretty easily. I just found out. Oh, that was a pain in the butt. For his abdomen, can move forward about that far, backwards about that far, line it up a little bit better. Can also shift side to side. A little bit of rotation, but nothing too crazy. Legs, outwards about that far, inwards about that far. Nice forward kick, and pretty much zero back kick. A little bit of rotation at the top of the thigh. Knees on a double joint, so we get a pretty good bend there. Straightens up about that far. Rotation at the feet. Can shimmy side to side. And toes have articulation, so they can go up and down as well. And for some quick comparisons, here we have Ultraman Orb compared next to some other Ultraman figures with the Ultra Act Ultraman Zero and the Essie's Figuarts Ultraman. And here is some Essie's Figuarts Ultraman Kaiju figures with Gamora and King Joe. And here's some more with Zetone and Matrone. And here's some NECA action figures with the Loot Crate exclusive Reactor Glow Godzilla and the Otachi land version from Pacific Rim. And here's some Ultraman Orb Bandai vinyl figures with Zippodon and Mega Baser. And here he is, compared next to a 12-week-old Puggle. Thank you for the kisses. You can stop now. Oh God, please stop. What you doing? Who did that? Oh God, you killed Ultraman. You're a monster, Shinji. Uh-oh, no, he found the accessories. So overall, for the SH Figuarts Ultraman Orb Origin version, this figure's okay. I do really like the detail. He comes with a decent amount of accessories. I feel like he maybe could have came with a little bit more for the Orb Caliber, but for the most part, he has a decent amount of stuff he comes with. But the time indicators are frustrating as crap with this figure. Pop out way too easily. The red one actually has a hard time getting in, and then that pops out really easy too. So there's going to be a little bit of work I'm going to have to put into there just to be able to mess around with them. For the most part, if you're just going to have them displayed on your shelf, you shouldn't really have much to worry about. But that is definitely going to be an issue for somebody that likes to mess around with their figures. That and the hand popping off too is a little aggravating as well. And that's just a thing. There's not much easier way of fixing that guy. So for me, I feel like this is going to be more for somebody that is really into Ultraman Orb. Like for a passing Ultraman fan, this is probably one you could probably skip on. Like you have to really want this version of Ultraman Orb to really merit the figure. That or if you just really want the Orb Caliber, especially for some of the other ones that are coming out, then definitely pick up this figure. But outside of that, I can see this being more of a pass for the more casual fan. But I gotta say, I'm still happy. Like, especially for how much of a fan I am of Ultraman Orb, I still am glad that I picked up this figure. It's just aggravating that I'm gonna have to add some added effort to this figure to get it to where I really need it to. But what do you guys think? If you guys picked up this Ultraman Orb figure, what's your favorite Ultraman? Or is VR Troopers just more your thing? Please let us know in the comments. We'll have a closer picture of this guy on our Facebook if you want to click the link in the description below. We also have our Patreon account with exclusive prints if you guys want to help support the channel. Also down in the description. And help us defeat those kaijus by hitting that like button. Subscribe, become a ranger today. See you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.